Alright, so I spent the last little over a week just editing the footage that I've recorded for days 3 to 10 of, well, playing this game. It's been a while since I've last played, so I may need a moment. On the other hand, I did finish editing the video yesterday, so it's not quite as bad as it would be if I were just, coming back from a regular game that's taken so long, since I've had a view over everything. Is that my current situation? So that's why I get so much relative stability. It's the right idea or policy, we might be able to change that. Huh? That is different text from the base game, which means there's probably something hidden around somewhere. In all honesty, though, I do believe it is almost certainly innovative. Or democracy. Those two seem to be the most likely. Anyway, there's also the question of the next idea group I should take, since I'm about to unlock free tenancy. I honestly think naval ideas would be a good idea. The reason being is that in order to get exploration, you need, first off, the sheltered ports idea, plus, well, something else. I'm not entirely sure on the requirements, however, for most countries you need Admin Tech 20, Diplotech 20. I'm not 100% sure what the requirements are for Iberians. It's either Admin Tech or Diplotech 16, with the other one being at 20. I'm not sure which because I haven't actually played Iberia. I tend to play off to the side countries, like Congo, or Kiowa, or Khmer, or now in Japan. They're not quite as central focus as Europe is in EU. I mean, it is called Europa Universalis, so that's the question of empire ideas. Greatness. Ooh, autonomy change reduction. Admin efficiency, more states. Province war score cost, huh? Same direction and maximum centralization. It's not great. I would prefer to pick out economic ideas when it comes. Yeah, so I think the order should be naval ideas so that my navy is somewhat stronger. If that doesn't give any naval combat ability, it does mean that I get more ships to work with, and sailors would be even less of an issue if they ever would be. Yeah, this really isn't quite as powerful, but okay. I mean, M&T used to have pretty bad military ideas, although that has just changed since they've, in the latest update, incorporated the better military ideas submod. Kind of like how they did with the alerts submod down here with these four decisions. After that, I think I'll do economic because economic is ridiculously strong. It is just amazing. Maybe no. If I want to have exploration, I probably shouldn't do culture because you can't have more than 50%. Well, if it is over 50%. Well, and there's also the fact that I want to save up monarch points. Anyway, let's actually get started. I also need to get my war exhaustion down. Thankfully, it's slightly faster here than it is in vanilla. Well, base game. Instead of minus 0.1, it's minus 0.5. It also has, I think it also has to do with the fact that the war exhaustion is maxed at 30 instead of, I think, 20. I haven't touched the base game in 2 weeks at least, so. It's actually not really that bad. It's just that there's a lot of national unrest, which does nothing. What's really bad, though, is fort defense, tolerance, and the, well, manpower recovery speed. That one's a really bad one. What's up? I forgot to set protect trade. Oh, off you go. Make me bank. I'm already making a lot of money anyway. And it's M&T, where money makes the world go round. Hooray, it's increased. That's actually a pretty good thing, because then I tech up a bit more easily. Hopefully I don't fall down again before I tech up, because that would be bad. I do believe I've forgotten my book. Yeah, I'll go get that. Just give me a minute. Is the microphone? Okay, yeah. There we are. Okay, I got my book and I've untangled the headphone cables, which I probably should have done before I actually started recording. Oh well. Core is about to be complete soon, so. Ah. Who the heck are you? Are you... Oh, you're that guy. No. Are you seriously going to become the new Arakawa? No. Anyway. That's a pretty pointless event, all things considered. Okay, so once separatism decays, this province will have about 78% autonomy. Assuming nothing else changes. Well, the sad thing is the great interlopers continue to control this. Oh well. How's my stability looking? 35.8. Nope. Are there any privileges? Of course. Manpower levied from estate. I'm actually perfectly willing to give up this. It's gonna raise corruption gain on the other hand, and it's... Okay, yeah. Is there any favors? No, I've given favors to everyone. Cannot be removed for at least 10 years, and you can only grant a new power after 3 years. Reduce cavalry combat strength. Nope. That's going to hit legitimacy. And I've been fighting this for pretty much since the start of the game, so yeah. I do want them on my side, so... I don't really need manpower. Short of a really devastating war, or lots of economic projects like roads, which at the moment I don't really need. It will improve communication efficiency, just not quite that much, so... Now think about it, how much will a road cost here? Wait. There, that's better. Now it should be easier to hear my voice over the music. I don't even have enough manpower to contribute. Oh well, I think this... Yeah, this road is cheaper than the one in EU. EU. I know that for sure, so... And now we'll connect it up more easily, reducing the communication time, which would help. Did it pick the same? Yes, it picked the same song. I don't know, I like the tribal music, let's do that. Alright. Unlike other forms of Buddhism, MEIOU monasteries trained monks to become warriors. This meant that an unhappy monastery was a dangerous one. When a sect was deeply unhappy with another sect, they could come to blows. Recently, two sects have come into conflict over Setu, believing that each has the right to collect offerings and rent in the region. What began as arguments have spilled over into bloodshed, and now the two are at war within the province. Let the food run its course. Ouch. Rainbow Sex, stop the violence. Ooh, that would be bad. If that 20% chance. Stronger set, likely to win even without a raid. I think the end of the game modifier is less of a you know, permanent depot for the province and more of a this will stick around until the event comes around to finish it off. I have no idea how long that would take, but I'm willing to spend 10 military power just to make sure that my sect, the meditation sect, which I only use for prestige farming, because prestige can be used for, well, favors for the nobles. Yeah. It's kind of sad, since having more sects, although I would lose manpower, would gain efficiency to production. Embezzled goods. I guess those are an event. I don't know. Nah, no. Didn't I beat you up beforehand? I thought you didn't like me anymore. No, not accept decline. I almost decline on accident. Accept on accident. You know, I actually have the money. I might actually build something in the MEIOU. They have a decent population, and it could be used to help wrest control of trade in the region. Oh! Imported food buys. Especially since the city is actually still growing. I probably could spend some time developing this province on the side. So eventually I want to start getting universities for art power. The question is, would a marketplace be better or a warehouse? Because more production power would be great for this province, but it doesn't produce as much money for me. Whereas a lot of trade power would produce a lot of money extremely quickly. Which would be, well, it will give less bonus in the long run, but it will give me a bonus now. Besides, that's half the reason cities exist anyway, for trade power. Besides, we'll add a trade value, and it gives a rather decent modifier to gravity percentage. But not enough to raise it above. Yeah, let's do warehouse, so that the urban gravity should... Yeah, I think it should be over the current value of urban population. Then after that, if I tack on the marketplace, it should grow even faster. Besides, since, well, one of the glitches with the latest version is that plagues don't really work, I shouldn't have to worry about population loss, except in circumstances of war. Estates are restless. Huh. Salvage your most powerful citizens from the various estates of you with concerns involving the new direction of your government. They seem especially concerned that the centralized government might infringe on their traditional rights. Lose 10 loyalty from the greater nobles, gain 15 prestige. And no. I don't want to decentralize that much. Especially since it's a lot of work to get this thing up. Okay, so I either lose loyalty from the hardest estate to please for a piddling amount of prestige, lose 5 of my centralization, possibly get stat hit, or gain 5 corruption. Right before I want to research tech. I think I'll take the staff hit. Okay, nothing happened. Oh, that's good. Alright, peace has been restored. I don't like the seat of strong aristocrats modifier being here, though. Sure, it lowers unrest, but unrest is unimportant to begin with. Oh well. What exactly am I looking for anyway? If we weren't for it, then the average autonomy level would not be 81%, it would be 71%. Which still isn't great, but it's better than nothing. Besides, Japan is a large island, so trying to get total control over it would be difficult. There it is, feuding monks. Yeah, that's a bad production efficiency modifier. Knowledge tactician, military cost reduction. That's tempting. Besides, another reason why I don't want to do the a diplomatic idea group. It's pretty important for me to keep up with Diplotech, so I can keep my innovativeness higher up, because that actually helps me produce money. Since I've said this before some time ago, but it bears saying again, innovativeness is different. It improves production efficiency by double, well, 20% of its value. It does improve national interest by a similar amount though, but still. Produce national tax modifier and then spy stuff by 10%, and global institution spread by 50%? Yeah, that's right, okay. And global institution spread is helpful. Corruption is not though, so... More money! Paved road network. And the merchant's quarter. I think it's a level 3. Yes, it is. It is a level 3 trade building. Yeah. After the warehouse is done, I'll just immediately build a marketplace. Look at it. I guess the recent construction modifier no longer exists. My old province trauma? What happened? I guess it must have been occupied for too long in one of my wars. Well, as long as nothing bad happens, it should be fine. Since I'm not really needing the map, I do not plan on going to war anytime soon. As it would also be interesting to see exactly how much manpower I need. Or 325 for each unit. Okay. This might be smart to look at potential enemies and / or targets of conquest. Oh, look at it. Do I even have a straight connection to you? No. What are... Oh, subjects is the same overlord. Okay. So yeah, it would make sense to continue conquering up here. This island is going to be actually more difficult to deal with than I thought. Strange. I could potentially try conquering this province. Not a good idea, though. That would be going against my ally. So, not yet is probably the best answer. That wouldn't actually be that difficult. The only issue is literally just dealing with my enemies. Probably annex these 3 if I wanted to go to war. The thing is, I still haven't fully recovered from the previous one. At least not in war exhaustion. I probably should wait around until manpower recovers fully anyway. Construction cost 1,500. Nope. Okay, yeah, I should be able to go. Cost 600. Not happening anytime soon. Besides, I'm busy building urban buildings anyway, so. Besides, road networks actually cost maintenance. However, they provide so many other benefits, it's usually a good idea to build them anyway. Anyway, I've been digressing. I'm just gonna not say anything until this building is finished, and I can go ahead and build the marketplace. used to be that if you built a building recently, or it's just started building a building or whatever, it used to be that there was a modifier in place to prevent you from doing so again. For some reason, that's no longer the case. I wonder why. Oh, wait, I know! It was probably just so that the province had time to recalculate urban infrastructure. They probably did it repeatedly. Check, just calculate for every province. Now they do it automatically, especially since the modifier is now much more, well, just natural. It used to be different, but I think the new way it's done is better. Although a lot of this work is going to go to waste once 3.0 comes out, because 3.0 has a lot of new things to it that will render a lot of this old stuff obsolete. One example happens to be the fact that there's districts, kind of like House of Dolores has it. But, digressing. Yeah. How long has it been? 40 minutes. Yeah, I'll probably go for another 20 minutes. Oh, the spy network hit. No, there's nothing else for me to fabricate claims on. Yet, so. It's quite funny how there, in base game there's only 3 cultures for Japan. Well, in M&T there's not only one for Ryukyu, but also, well, 8 of them? And Korean is just still one big blob of culture with nothing else in their culture group. Tagalog. Strange name. Oh. But I'm wasting time staring at the culture screen. I should begin preparing for my future plans. I should also upgrade the size of my standing army so I can be more independent of the assistance of my levy. Because I don't like asking the nobles for favors. So I should, yeah, I think at the very least, the favor timer for the greater nobles should be done now. Can't do anything. I don't have any tribals, so... Oh, that is more information. That is new information to me. I don't think they've showed this before. Okay, so the base tax rate for all estates are 15% on tax income, 20% on trade income, and 15% on manpower levy. Base rates are further multiplied by any privileges an estate may have. The other major factor is loyalty, with 0%, a 0% multiplier at 0 loyalty, 100% at 50%, and 150% multiplier at 100% loyalty. If an estate has less than 50% loyalty, a state bureaucracy that's twice as powerful as the estate can force them to pay a portion of the tax rate that's been withheld. So I'm getting the base amounts for burgers. The loyalty of 49% either is so minimal that it has no effect, or the state is so strong I can just force them to do it anyway. The greater nobles, 107% modifier, giving me only 3% of the tax income, 21% of the trade income, which is good, and 9% of the manpower, which I don't really care about. The lesser nobles are giving me 2% of the tax income, 16% of the trade income, and 7% of the manpower. And here's the detailed loyalty shifts. Well, there's something new to this. Beforehand, there were no icons here. So they managed to add in the icons, which is nice. I've also noticed the burgers have been... No, that's actual influence level. They've gotten a reduced amount of influence level now. The greater nobles have been... mostly stable with the influence. At least for the last 5 years. Their tax income has their annual income is heavily reduced though. Probably because they're now paying more taxes to me. The lesser nobles are starting to gain an influence, which isn't that bad. Or at least compared to last year. But they also have less tax income. Well, less income. Again, rising amounts of loyalty, as well as cutting down tax restrictions on some of them, has increased the amount of money I'm making off of them. Alright, let's get back to this. Makes me wonder. No, I can't see the modifier for length like that. Okay. There. Okay, that's better. Ah, marketplace is done here. It doesn't seem like it updated the trade power yet. Or maybe it has updated the... No, it has not. Okay. I was about to say, maybe it just updated the actual value without me seeing it? The other possibility was just finished this month, so... Which actually is pretty likely. It needs a month. Sometimes some values need a month to update, others need a year. In base game, it takes a month to update everything. Or I guess not. I don't know. Or at least it looks like it's increased the base amount of trade power here. That's a lot higher than it used to be. I can just Okay, that was several months ago, so maybe it updates at the end of the year? I don't know. An inspiration to all. You know, I might actually hire him. If he's skill 1, definitely. Oh, yes. 0.75 monthly, that's a decent amount of money, but I have a lot of money now being produced, thanks to, well, trade. I've got almost a third of the trade power in the area. Also, it appears that the Shogun is not having a reduced level of control. Heck, Ryukyu has 40%, almost 40% of Liberty Desire. Liberty Desire 100%. Why? Is mine even that high? No. Besides, there's also the added benefit of... well, reduced prestige decay, now that, well, my prestige is positive. This is going to bite me after it goes in the negatives, which it will at some point, maybe. But I also get an extra stat point every month. Year. Which means I can gain for myself stab more easily. I need 20 prestige to do that one. It will drop me by 30 probably. Alright, another 5 minutes and then I'll stop. I'm gonna aim for sessions that are a little longer than an hour because A, I get tired after a while. I'm not used to making long videos. I am to a degree used to playing sessions. There are times where I've played 3 hours, put 3 hours in the Paradox games, to one of the Paradox games. This tends to happen with EU4, I'll be honest, as well as Victoria 2. Less so for a game like Crusader Kings or Stellaris. Those are a little bit more off for me. They don't 100% fit me as well. EU4 fits pretty well, and Victoria 2, yeesh, it fits amazingly well. The only issue is that Victoria 2 has a lot of similarity. Everything seems sort of similar. It's kind of easy to get bored with it after a while. Since in some ways, there's just not quite as much flexibility. Oh well. Yeah, so first off, yeah, back to where I was. Headphones. I'm not used to wearing headphones. I'm wearing headphones and using the microphone on it to record. I am not used to wearing headphones at all. I'm used to just letting the game play from the speakers. Who? Oh, you're the new one. Nah, I don't care enough. Yeah, I'm not used to wearing headphones, so I have trouble wearing them for long periods. It's less so of the case if I'm actively interested. The problem is M&T is less of an active interest and more of a long-term interest. Whereas base game is a good bit more on the short term. I mean, there's a reason why most people quit the game before the age of absolutism even hits Ian. Because a lot of people get bored by that point. Whereas M&T, I mean, sure, I probably do the same thing. But the amount of time I put into each game is a lot longer. And this doesn't even, and I'm not even including games where I sit there for 5 minutes thinking, you know what, I don't actually want to do this, and then just do something else. Which I tend to do decently often with base game. But I've also done that with other mods, or other games in general. Now, I only need sheltered ports. There really isn't much of a reason to go much further other than get morale of navies. Because the other ones aren't actually that worth it. At least not now. Later on, as my navy becomes more and more important, it probably will end up being a good idea to invest more into them. But for now, no. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The second thing is literally just file size. Because I have to upload the videos onto YouTube. The issue is, if I put my computer to sleep, it may go wrong. Last time I put my computer to sleep while doing it, it somehow managed to not go wrong, but I'm not sure what I did to make it so, because the first couple times I did it, it broke the upload. The edited versions are long, less than 30 minutes long, so that's not nearly as much of an issue. The thing is, Western Europe tends to have pretty bad upload speed, pretty bad internet, because a combination of information monopolies and the fact that information tech, well, the information infrastructure tends to be about 20 years old over most of the country. As a result, Western Europe tends to have pretty bad internet. Whereas, well, if you want the best internet in Europe, with decent prices, or heck, even good prices, I mean cheaper than, say, German or French internet, you can go to Romania or Hungary, because those have ridiculously good internets with fiber optic cables. Internet connections with fiber optic cables. There's a map on the European subreddit somewhere. Although I haven't, it's been a while since it was up, so. Aren't you the one that does the, nope. You already asked today. Denied. Yeah. Anyway, a terrible upload speed means that for every minute of footage, it takes about 2 minutes for it to upload. So 2 hours of footage takes over 3 hours to upload. It's not perfectly 2 minutes, but it's pretty close. I'd say 95%. A minute, 1.95 minutes. It depends on various factors, like what everyone else in the house happens to do, because the great thing about satellite connection is that everyone shares it. So it's great for one person. Good, you get half if there's... each of you get half if there's 2 people doing it. If there's 3, everyone gets 1/3, etc. Shikoku area. Ooh, that's my capital. Yes, 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 please. Taxes, manpower, and state maintenance reduction. That's cool. Heck, it will lower... Wow. Can't wait to see the upgraded income. 8.31. Yeah. So, the longer the episode is, the more difficult it is for me to upload these. Additionally, it's a bit difficult for someone to fully pay attention for the length of a 2-hour video, especially when there's long 10-minute segments where I don't actually say anything or do anything. The screen just idly flows by. Heck, I'm even going over an hour by this point. Wow. I'm not sure if that increased or decreased, I forgot. Wasn't it 6.31? If it was, then it increased by 0.8. Well, I can at least... Yeah, it looks like the stuff increased. Other thing that's funny is that my capital actually happens to have... Well, a lot of income coming in. Anyway, I'm digressing too much. I need to go ahead and save and then... Stop the recording here. So... Oh yeah, one last thing. I plan on recording more footage for about a week. And after that, I think I'll try out a dual combination of continuing the Franconia campaign, since I only need half an hour. I only want to record half-an-hour segments for that, plus also editing footage. So that's when that is when that will be coming back, and the edited episodes will be coming back again. Of course, it will be of this footage. So, and I figure once I'm coming back and editing this, I'll add some text to the corner, right around here or something, saying something about, or something. Maybe that's over last episode. I don't know. Alright, until tomorrow. See you then.